We're planting hay today. The fields are pretty much brown for the most part. There's still some green out there, but it is what it is. It's about 1:20 right now, and the drill that I rented is way behind schedule right now. It'll get here when it gets here. You know, we'll plant into the dark if we have to. The tractor's ready to go, fueled up, greased, checked the oil. We're good there. I actually spent the majority of the morning changing wheel bearings on a wagon. I need this scale and this bucket. Just got a phone call. Drill ain't coming today because the guy who had it this morning hasn't even gotten around to doing anything yet today with it. So it ain't gonna get here today. And that puts me at a real pickle. He said he could bring it tomorrow morning, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow and get cold the rest of the week and cloudy. And I don't know if it does rain tomorrow, I don't know when it's gonna be fit. And I was really hoping to get it in today because it's April 16th today and it's kind of like that time where I want to get my grass in. So yeah, I'm kind of in a pickle. Oh, we gotta get moving here. It's currently 6 in the morning and the drill just got delivered here because of the fiasco yesterday. It didn't come yesterday, so we couldn't plant. So it came here first thing this morning. I gotta run down, get this thing calibrated and set up to plant, and then we gotta plant our 15 acres. I think it's gonna take me roughly 3 hours to plant. And we got rain coming at 11, so I'm kind of like go right now. Make sure we get it in before the rain. Well, here's the drill. It's an Esch 5510 10-foot drill. And what I'm doing right now is I'm calibrating it. I've never seeded anything on my own before. I mean, I've run an air drill a bunch, but I had someone teaching me how to do that. I'm completely kind of flying blind. I'm going by a video and an owner's manual, so we're trying to figure this out. 78 turns, supposed to be 1/10 of an acre. I got my tarp laid down there to catch my seed. Then we'll put it in this bucket. We'll weigh it, multiply it by 10. Hopefully we get around 30 pounds of the acre here. Got some alfalfa and my grass seed in. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Now we pull our tarp out. We're gonna dump it in our bucket without spilling a bunch of seed. 4.8, so we put out about 4 pounds, so we're a little bit on the high side. All right, let's rock. Fast forward about, I don't know, a half hour. I've been fiddling around with this drill. I made a pass around the field and I'm trying to get my seed depth set. I think I'm where I want to be, but I'm not 100% sure yet, so we're gonna check it here once more. Up here, it's a lot drier. Down in the bottom, it was pretty sticky. But up here, I'm a little bit happier with this. Soil's a little drier. Trying to find some, there's a grass seed. I don't know if that's too deep or not, but you can see it's pressing it in here. I think that's good. I think that's all right. The problem then though is I got this tilled area and I might have to plant it separately if this is going too deep, because this is a little bit softer soil. But I look in here, I think we'll be all right. I don't know how deep this is sending it. There's some seeds there. I think we'll be all right. Alfalfa is pressed right in the top there. We can see some of the pink seeds. Where's a pink seed? There's some pink seeds. And we dig around a little bit, try to find some grass. There's a little seed in there. I think we're gonna send it. I like planting, it's fun. I like tillage better because you just put it in the dirt and go, and you ain't gotta worry about seed depth and how much seed you got in your drill and all that stuff. There's just a lot more to watch when you're planting, but it's fun, it's a challenge, and hopefully I didn't waste a couple $1,000s in seed trying to do this myself. Finished planting the mixed field. It took me a lot longer than I was expecting. I was constantly checking seed depth, and I got to watch that alfalfa box really close. Now we're just planting grass. I'm gonna load all this grass into the hopper here and calibrating it quick, and we're gonna hit the ground running. Rain's coming in, I gotta hurry. 4.2 minus 0.6, that puts us a little over 30 pounds to the acre. We're gonna crank it down a little bit and run it one more time. Well guys, I done messed up. My math wasn't mathing, or the drill was over drilling, which also could have been my fault because I kind of kicked it into high gear because it's actually raining right now, and I was maybe could have been driving faster than I should have. I was doing about 4.5, 5 miles an hour. I don't know if maybe it was spitting too much seed out because I was going too fast, but I ran out of seed. Like, I'm out. So I just called my seed guy and I said he's gonna have me a few bags out here in an hour. I literally have half an acre. I have to figure out where I ran out of seed, and grass seed is really hard to see. So we got seed here. I'm mad at myself now. This rain is just kind of taunting me, and I would have gotten this done if I would have had seed, but that's my fault. You live, you learn. Hopefully I can get this finished before it gets too wet. I mean, it's been spitting for the last 45 minutes. It hasn't affected the ground any. The ground's plenty moist, but there's dry spots. The dirt's working fine. It's not tacky on the wheels or tires or even really the packing wheels either. I believe I ran out of seed somewhere around there. So I'm gonna work my way up from the bottom here and honestly go maybe even halfway up the hill. I'm a little frustrated because this drill was supposed to show up yesterday and I wouldn't have been rushed, but you know, you can't live your life talking about what ifs. So it is what it is. We were able to get most of it done. Got the mix hay in. First time planting grass, and it's just super finicky. I've planted a lot of beans with drills, but grass is finicky. Trying not to go too deep, but trying to go deep enough to where you're actually in the soil. It's kind of tricky. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Hopefully my seed guy will be here and we'll be able to finish this up. We finished. That whole field there is seeded with grass. And then that little field down around the corner there, that is an alfalfa grass mix. The drill showed up this morning at 6 a.m. and I was calibrated and rolling by 7:15ish. And it took me a while to get the first field done just because I was going really slow. And that was the mix hay, and I was just making sure that the alfalfa was going in and into the grass and all that. And maybe I was taking too much time on it, but I got that done by like 8:30. I think I was probably done. So an hour and a half it took me to do that 3.5 acres of mix hay. But then I went over to do the grass field, calibrated the drill at 2.8 pounds for 78 turns. So I turned that wheel 78 times, 2.8 pounds came out. That simulates 1/10 of an acre, so you multiply it by 10. So that came out to 28 pounds an acre, which for the grass I was seeding, they were saying between 25 and 30 pounds of the acre. But the calibration was set at 28 pounds, and I had enough seed with me. I had you know, 20, 30 pounds extra than I needed. For some reason, with an acre left, I ran out of seed. So I don't know if it was, you know, maybe it wasn't 2.8 pounds or I didn't calibrate it right, or what happened. It also could have been that I was really racing rain and I kicked it into a higher gear. Maybe it was pushing out more seed than what I had calibrated, but nonetheless, called my seed guy. He got me seed. Appreciate him. The whole point of me doing this myself with this drill is I was trying to save a little money by, you know, running the seeder myself and not paying a custom guy to do it. This is a really nice drill. It's an Esch 5510. They're made locally, and they are really beefed up drills. I mean, it's well built, that's for sure, and I think it does a pretty decent job. The only thing I don't like about that drill is if you got any kind of like depressions or ridges or unevenness in your field, you don't get super even trenches all the way across. That would be one thing. You know, the custom guy that we normally have plant, they have a case, they have an IH precision disc air drill. It's like 28 feet, and that drill, real heavy springs on each individual row unit, and it does a good job. You know, if there's any unevenness in the field, they'll still get down there and make sure they plant it at the proper depth. So that would be the one thing with that much bigger drill and having a custom guy do it. Other than that, this is a pretty nice drill. I have no problem with this drill really. Other than that, I know they are like $25,000-$30,000 drills. And you know, I had fun coming out here and playing around with it. So I'd say in the future, if I have any kind of like bigger planting projects, we might just, you know, get someone else to do it, get the custom guy to do it. The big thing with the custom guy, that drill has a scale in it, so they are able to constantly monitor the amount of seed in there, and they're constantly doing math to make sure that they're putting the proper amount of seed on, so they don't run into issues like I did here. But I had fun today. It's fun to kind of mess around, play in the dirt a little bit. Tractor did great, no problems with the tractor, which is a first. Other than that, it was a pretty good day. I just hope that I got the seed where it was supposed to be, and hopefully we'll have a good stand of hay.